This is Meltdown Live, presented by MyBookie.ag. Use code NEXTROUND at MyBookie.ag for double your initial deposit. You sign on to make a deposit, they double it with code NEXTROUND at MyBookie.ag. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere. MyBookie.ag.
Welcome into the Meltdown. We are here live with you on this Tuesday, as it is the 22nd of July, 2025. I am Tim Melton, and we are here with you for another episode of the show. We are live daily, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. Let me go ahead and welcome in the crew that you have come to know and love, including Emily Grace McWhorter. E.G., how are you?
Good. How are you, Tim?
I'm still recovering from a bad beat I took at the hands of your poker game last night, which on paper makes little sense.
Can we talk about it?
I think we can briefly talk about it, yes.
Okay. I'm going to let you share it from your perspective, and then I'll give my input. How about that?
It seems more painful than if you were to just go ahead and...
I'm going to let you talk about how you got beat,
yeah.
And then I'm going to add on to how I beat.
Yeah. I ended up having a killer starting hand, pocket queens.
Which I love, but they've been cruel to me.
And I was doing a little table talk. That's fair to say. But I was also trying to give you a heads up, like, hey, I see you're down to half starting stack. This isn't the one, E.G. This isn't the one that you want to be testing me with. And you took that as a challenge, not as a warning.
I did.
But I thought I was being very respectful about it.
You were goading me into playing.
No.
Yes.
I was trying to warn you not to play.
No.
The percentages, I was a 90+% favorite in the hand. And I was trying to say, like, hey, E.G., like, come on now.
But you knew that was not going to work. You knew.
You shoved me all in.
Yeah.
I did not shove you all in.
Yeah.
So who was trying to take whose money? I don't know. I'm just trying to, that's what I'm trying to say.
Like you say, I'm not even talking about, getting to the shoving portion of the hand, but you like priming me with the discussion of like, no. You had to have known that Vegas odds were I was going to play the hand.
I did not know that. I thought that you would take the warning seriously because the flop came out like 10-7 deuce, and I'm sitting there with my pocket queens.
We haven't even shared what I had.
I don't know what a lot of the words you guys are saying mean, but it does sound like you tried to play a game of chicken with E.G., and I feel like that's just a scenario you're always going to lose.
No, I tried to warn E.G. that she was outgunned. And
I was.
She was desperately outgunned because she had pocket threes.
Pocket threes.
And for some reason, she decided after the flop, which comes out, what, 10-7-2?
Nothing.
So she gets nothing. I bet, I think $3.
$3.
Okay? $3, which is like a, hey, watch out now.
We're playing cash, too. This isn't a tournament.
Yep. And you go, no, I'm all in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what could you have possibly gotten here?
Yeah.
I mean, all I'm thinking is you got 3 of a kind. That's the only thing that makes sense based on the board being so dry. But I thought about it for like, I don't know,
Not even.
13 seconds.
Maybe less.
Called.
Maybe 9.
Called.
Yeah.
You turn over the threes, I turn over the queens. You tilt shoved.
Yeah. I don't think I tilt shoved. I think I was like.
Oh, you thought your threes were ahead?
No, I knew they weren't ahead.
So you tilt shoved.
I don't like the phrasing of that.
But it's the truth.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Let's just call it what it is.
Let's call it what it is.
But turn comes out, it's a 3. And the whole place goes crazy.
Crazy.
And I'm like,
yeah.
That's not cool.
And it was awesome.
And the river was, like a 7. Or,
7, yeah.
Was it? No, it wasn't a 7. It was the blank. It was a 6, a 5, whatever. I don't know. It was nothing.
It was incredible, though. And it was honestly like a really good highlight for me because I'm often on the losing ends of those. Like, I'm usually in the head, and my pocket aces won, and I won with pocket threes.
I thought there were some really good things you did last night,
and
then I thought there were some really awful things you did last night.
Agreed.
Like, I don't know, calling my queens with pocket threes.
Yeah, I'd do it again.
I know you would, and you probably win. Congratulations, E.G., on that.
Thank you. Hey, good game.
Good game. I won all the little pots. I couldn't win the big ones, but I won all the little ones.
And you scrapped back, too.
I caught the most fish, but they were tiny. Yeah, tiny fish.
Agreed. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
I like that.
But those tiny fish add up.
They do.
And all of a sudden, it's weighing down your boat. You're like, whoa, got a lot of fish here. So there we go. Hopefully that makes sense as we float down the river. Tyler Lionel Johns is here, having to endure our poker talk on air and off air all the time. We're
Yeah,
always
Jay
talking
in
poker.
the chat says Tyler not knowing poker terms is well, and then immediately after he put that comment in, y'all started talking about tilt shoves and see what y'all don't understand in the audience is off camera doesn't matter. EG's shuffling a deck of cards and dealing them out and calculating percentages of like which hands could win. It's like, well, that one looks like it could be a 34% chance or whatever.
Yeah.
And this is just all day, every day.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday.
Tyler is a trooper because he does have to consume a lot of poker discussion.
We played past midnight last night.
Yeah.
I mean, it was...
And then not only that, when y'all aren't playing poker or calculating hands and whatever, after the meltdown, y'all will go out to the lobby
and
watch the World Series of Poker.
Yeah.
We're
are
always
live.
studying the game. You got to always be working on your game,
Immersed.
for sure.
I feel like I'm in a different country sometimes because just every word you guys are saying is another language to me.
Well, let's talk about an individual from another country that ended up here in the United States and had a very popular reality television show that was really how my generation was introduced to Ozzy Osbourne. And I don't know.
Don't forget the cameo and Gold Member.
See, now that's what I was going to ask. What was your first impression? There you go. Gold Member for you.
Which was a play on the Osbournes reality show, which I have never really seen.
The Osbournes reality show was sort of a pioneer in the family reality shows. E.g., I know you're a big fan of Keeping Up with the Kardashians and stuff. That show doesn't exist without the Osbournes.
No, nor does Family Jewels. That one, how quickly was that one after?
Oh, yeah. That was Gene Simmons' Family Jewels.
That was later. There was Hogan Knows Best with Hulk Hogan and his family. That didn't turn out well. And, there's just all these family reality shows started going. But the Osbournes was sort of like
Vanilla Ice is flipping houses or building houses.
I'm not shocked by that at all.
And then there was Vanilla Ice Goes Amish.
A lot of Vanilla Ice information coming out here. Well, Vanilla Ice still with us. Ozzy Osbourne, though, has passed away. Two very different types of artists there. But Ozzy Osbourne, a pioneer in the heavy metal industry. I mean, without Black Sabbath, heavy metal is not what it currently is. The amount of inspiration taken from that act and the fact that just 2 weeks ago, everyone was talking about Black Sabbath because of that sort of farewell show that ended up being a literal farewell show. Those clips went viral all over social media, and Ozzy was doing what he could there on the throne there, right front and center in that crowd-induced heat wave that was a performance there in Birmingham, England, not Birmingham, Alabama, two very different places. But today we learned that Ozzy Osbourne passed away at the age of 76. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, once as a solo artist, once as a member of Black Sabbath. And this is what Osbourne's family told Guardian in a statement today. Quote, "It is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He was once again with his family during the time of the passing and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family privacy at this time." When you look at people who have cornered a part of their genre, Ozzy's right up there in the discussions for someone who absolutely was an influential being that spanned decades. Tyler, when you think of Ozzy Osbourne, when you think of Black Sabbath, when you think of heavy metal, it's a pretty enduring legacy that will continue to live on past this day of Ozzy's death.
Absolutely. I mean, Ozzy grew past being a singer. He was an icon. He was just a symbol almost of the culture that is heavy metal and the attitudes that have come through that through those different eras that Ozzy was successful in, being all of them. You think people biting heads off bats and that just sort of wild rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah.
Ozzy's the picture of that. It's just crazy to think that he's gone. he was someone that just sort of always assumed would be around. It's just like nothing's getting rid of Ozzy. If he made it through the 80s, he's going to live for another 80 years.
It is really amazing that Ozzy made it to this point, and there's a lot of fans that are very sad right now. A lot of them going through the catalog, listening to all the music again. They're watching as many videos as they can consume because that's what we do in our culture, e.g. when someone is lost in the music industry especially, we always go back and we just throw all their songs on a big playlist.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a way to have that closure of what those songs even mean to you. I don't know if you've ever had like a music artist that, has maybe passed away that you were really connected with, or you went back and did this sort of thing, but it feels like, we've lost some real heavy hitters. I remember when Prince passed away. I mean, it was just like, all I wanted to listen to was Prince music for 2 weeks. I remember when Michael Jackson passed away, I was in a computer lab in college, and I stood up and I said, everyone, I have an announcement.
You did not.
Michael Jackson has passed away. And the thing is, I was in there with a bunch of individuals that I felt like were like-minded.
Yeah.
And they all were like, they weren't upset that I interrupted their computer thing. They were all like, oh my gosh, that can't happen. Yeah. I mean, Michael Jackson was kind of a legendary performer himself.
Yeah. I remember I was at my brother's baseball tournament when Michael Jackson died. We were walking into a Publix. My dad said it.
I remember I was DJing at the skating rink, and I announced that Bernie Mac had passed away.
Oh, wow.
So everyone, I have an announcement. Bernie Mac has passed away.
I probably got some groans from the crowd.
I mean, the thing is, like, all this information that I have shared with individuals over the years about celebrity passings and notable figures passing and all this stuff, it definitely led me into a career of news, but, like, Scott Forster is now that person to me. So he came in and told me about Ozzy Osbourne passing away today. I was like, oh my gosh. But anyway, when it comes to sort of like those public figures that we feel so connected with because of their art, I was just wondering if you could maybe speak on that just a little bit. I don't know if you've had that happen with you.
I mean, I think for me it was Matthew Perry with Friends. That one was weird. I remember it was at an Auburn game. And I think that for my generation, Tyler, I don't know if you can speak on this as well, but like we started consuming a lot of like the 90s and 80s, I feel like, especially with like Seinfeld and Friends. And so Friends was just as much of a thing for our generation, not probably to the, obviously it wasn't to the point of like your generation, even prior, but that was the first one I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to go watch all my favorite Friends episodes. And I remember feeling so sad because I'm thinking these people that we watch, like they're immortalized, like nothing bad can happen to them. Yeah. And then, just all at once, it's crazy how life changes. But I feel like for me, it hasn't been really musical artists yet. More so, I would say, like TV and movie stars. But Matthew Perry was probably the most like, oh my gosh, that's really sad.
Tyler, when you look at Black Sabbath, I don't know if you have a favorite Black Sabbath song. For me, I mean, and I'm going right there towards the top, but I love War Pigs.
War Pigs is fantastic. You got Sweet Leaf, NIB, Iron Man.
Iron Man's tough to beat, especially with how culturally relevant it became, 20 years ago. Again, Black Sabbath has sold over 75 million records worldwide. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2006. Obviously, all the awards and achievements that you can possibly get with all the Grammys. But they also had Paranoid named by Rolling Stone as being the single greatest metal album ever. And when you think of all the heavy metal acts that have followed, like they've all looked at Black Sabbath as setting the standard for what the entire genre became. They created the genre, really.
Absolutely. They created the genre. They created the sound. That is, I believe the actual term heavy metal is taken from Steppenwolf, Born to be Wild. But that's referring to motorcycles. The sound, just like the real heavy bass and just the chaotic energy that really started with Black Sabbath, with just Geezer Butler and Tony Iommi. And Ozzy.
And poetic, the closure of getting that final concert, right? I mean, like, that right there sort of seems like a movie almost.
It does.
Like, that doesn't seem like it's possible for someone that had to give up touring due to Parkinson's and that battle. And he was diagnosed, I believe, in 2003 with Parkinson's. And he said he didn't consider it a death sentence and went on, once again, to remain culturally relevant. Him and his entire family for so many years there, and to be able to get on stage. I mean, legitimately, out of all the bands that you can imagine having sort of like a reunion where every one of the 4 original members are there on stage.
It's crazy.
From the late 60s, you would not imagine that Black Sabbath would be at the top tier of that list of bands that could pull that off just based on how heavy that metal was, you know? And but 56 years later, you have these 4 performing, and I mean, it's just almost a storybook ending in a way. There's something actually kind of, instead of sad, something sort of sweet about it.
Yeah, I would agree. Very rarely do you get that closure, like you mentioned.
That Black Sabbath farewell concert took place on July 5th there in Birmingham, England. And once again, Ozzy Osbourne passing away today at the age of 76. So we wanted to pay our respects there for sure. If you guys want to share anything about Ozzy in the chat, go for it. If you have anything that you want to put out there throughout the course of the show, we'll be here throughout the hour at least to share those sentiments. I've got some more headlines, though.
Okay.
Something I will not be watching on Netflix is coming out, which is a horrible way to lead into a topic, but it comes out 1 month from today, August 22nd. It's a documentary called The Truth About Jussie Smollett.
I think we already know the truth.
I feel like we kind of got the full story just with the Dave Chappelle bit.
Oh, guys, I mean, but you guys,
Juicy Smollett.
Guys, you haven't heard this though.
Okay.
This features interviews with police, lawyers, journalists, and investigators who claim to have new evidence about the case.
Okay.
It's a 90-minute documentary.
It's a long time.
About the shocking true story of an allegedly fake story that some now say might just be a true story. That's the most convoluted.
They said nothing. They just yapped.
It's like the snip, snap, snip, snap.
Think about that. The 90-minute doc tells the, quote, shocking true story of an allegedly fake story that some now say might just be a true story.
That's like messing my mind. I can't.
In other words, how do we legally promote this?
But they found the guys that he paid to, fake the attack.
Maybe that's the true story in this?
Guys,
I don't know.
I'm not watching this.
Someone
I'm just
needs
telling you.
some cash.
All right. Well, there's another thing coming out on Netflix this weekend. I don't want to step on your toes if you got it.
No, you go for it. It's your show.
All right. I don't like the way you said that.
No.
I don't know. Do you have it?
No, I don't have. What's coming out this weekend?
Oh, it's Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm looking forward to that. I don't have anything about that. I'm excited about it, and I will watch that probably twice before I watch the Jussie Smollett thing once.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. But no, Happy Gilmore 2, I expect to be trash.
Yes.
But consumable. Like a
like
perfect
my genre.
Like Adam Sandler and Netflix go together so well because I like Adam Sandler, okay? I do. But his movies are like fast food. They're disposable,
Agreed.
I want a good sit-down meal, like something at, I don't know, Culver's. I want a good, something I can go into and get some substance and sustenance. And, Happy Gilmore 2 is going to be here and gone sort of thing, but I promise you it's going to rack up a bajillion views. The Jussie Smollett thing, probably not. I think Jussie Smollett is just hoping to be able to make some money.
Yeah, it's a cash grab.
This is a cash grab.
Trying to get back on the Mighty Ducks.
Speaking of making money, Scooter Braun. Scooter Braun, regardless of what you think about him, Scooter Braun knows how to make money. Businessman. Ruthless businessman, some would say. Scooter Braun has come out and said everybody won in the end regarding Taylor Swift's Masters drama, and he's talking directly to angry Swifties. For those that don't know, Scooter Braun bought up all of the original Masters, and then Taylor re-recorded everything. But Scooter Braun says that Swifties made the horrible miscalculation that he cares about what they think. I'm going to try to read this he said, quote, "We did very well in that sale because we bought it at a really great price and the value of the masters went up when she re-recorded All Ships Rise in a World of Streaming. So people were going in and they were A-Bing them. They were listening in to see how much they sounded like the originals. So she did incredibly well and basically had the biggest moment of her career, reinvigorating her career with each one. It was brilliant on her part, but also each time she released one, you saw a spike in the original catalog. We actually created an earnout. We hit every one of our earnouts, and we were right. She's the biggest she's ever been, the biggest artist of all time. We did really well with the asset. The people who bought the asset did really well because of those spikes. The only thing that I'm sad about is that's a great example where all ships can rise and there doesn't need to be an enemy." So he basically said every time she re-released, she got huge numbers, but also the originals got huge numbers because people were playing the comparison game.
Yeah.
Can you speak a little bit on this? Would you do that? Would you compare?
Yeah, I mean, there were a few things that we'd go back and listen to. I agree with Scooter Braun on this. Taylor Swift would not be where she is now without him. And I may have a group of angry mob Swifties coming for me. Taylor Swift is extremely talented. She's the biggest star in the world. But she would not get to the Eras Tour or the Stardom without that incident taking place.
You went and saw her in London. So, like, before the Swifties come at you, I mean, you're
right. Like, I've been 2006 people, been in it since the beginning.
Right.
But, like, I think that when you remove the emotion out of all of this, she, after her album Lover, which was in 2019, she was on the decline, like, truthfully. What brought her back in such a huge way was the sale of her masters, the re-records, and the Eras Tour. And you don't have that unless you have Scooter Braun buying the music from her. So, to his point, everyone made a ton of money, including himself. She made a ton of money.
The fans were happy.
She got a ton of new fans, too, that discovered her because of all of this. And it's just like with like the cancellation that took place in 2016 with her, with Kim Kardashian and all of that. She came out on top of all of it.
Yeah, I don't think she's hurting at all, and I don't think Scooter Braun's hurting at all. But now she has control of what she wanted in the first place, which is all of her masters again. So it's a perfect bow. It wraps itself up.
But I don't think you'll ever... The Taylor Swift fan base is so unique to me because it's so parasocial. And like, I don't think that Taylor Swift is losing sleep for the, billions of dollars she's making because of a decision that Scooter Braun made. So like the hatred and like vitriol reaction to people in her life that then her fan base attaches to is so weird.
So the argument that he's making that it's not a who won, it's a everybody won.
Everyone won, yeah.
Yeah. So during this whole thing, I'm just listening and wondering, well, why is anyone mad? It just seems like everyone made money and...
It was the nature and how it happened, if I'm remembering correctly. Like, she felt cheated.
Yeah, I remember she kind of thought that, like, Scooter Braun bought the rights from under her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was wanting to buy them.
She was wanting to buy them. And then he bought them instead. But then there was all this discussion, too. Now, listen, I think what has also made Taylor Swift was her parents. Her parents have to be some of the smartest people out there because they put her in a position to succeed because her dad is a successful business. He's a stockbroker, I think. And so there was also this discussion that her dad was on the board, and so he knew about the Scooter Braun purchase, and it could be argued this was all a plan that they were pulling the strings on to, in turn, again, make her the biggest star of our generation and, have the largest grossing tour of all time and, all of those accolades that don't come easily. But I think it's a credit to the people around her, especially her parents, that set her up for this in a way.
Well, she's the biggest act on the planet.
Yeah.
And we'll see what her next phase looks like.
There's a countdown taking place right now. I know our audience may not care about this, but there's a countdown that her, like, Taylor Nation thing is releasing every day, like a listening party on her old albums to welcome them home, but it's like counting down to something. So there's always something in Swiftie land.
All right. I'm staying tuned. Let me know how that goes. I want to this is a quick thing, but it's a blurb that will make you happy.
Okay.
There are set photos that have been published out there.
Devil Wears Prada?
Devil Wears Prada 2.
Shut up.
Okay.
No, keep going.
Okay. It's just Anne Hathaway running around the streets of New York in fashionable clothes.
I know. I'm looking up. Okay,
I'll pull it right now.
Okay,
I
you.
can't think, honestly, of a more anticipated sequel where you're actually like, I'm on board for this.
Yes.
Than Devil Wears Prada 2. Will you be seated opening weekend
Yes.
for that movie?
Yes. When is it?
So I don't know officially when it comes out.
Sometime
May
2026.
1st, 2026.
Yep.
Okay. But it's in production right now in New York.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting you know that every time in our DVD mystery boxes that we pulled a copy of Devil Wears Prada and you lost your mind,
Like, that movie made me.
that movie made you?
Like, yeah.
So, but you like Top Gun more?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, like, Legally Blonde. I love Legally Blonde. Legally Blonde and Devil Wears Prada are, like, very integral to me as a human.
Would you start a movie called Legally Brunette?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be a dream.
Okay, just wondering.
Looking at you, Hollywood.
That seems like an obvious spinoff if I've ever
Yeah.
heard of one,
Yeah.
you know?
I would so do it. I mean, I think a lot of people want to be lawyers because of Elle Woods in my generation.
Unfortunately, that is the case, yes.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Okay.
I have the first look at Devil Wears Prada 2
I don't
up
see
on the
it.
screen now.
Okay.
It is a joint collaboration Instagram post between Anne Hathaway and 20th Century Studios, and the caption reads, Andy Sachs 2025,
Wait,
hashtag DWP2.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, that's the social media post.
She looks good.
Yeah.
All right, so EG approves.
EG approved.
Okay. Are we going to have a little renaissance here of Anne Hathaway? It feels like we've already sort of started stepping towards that direction. She got canceled because of how, like, annoyingly
Clean.
good she
Yeah.
was. And I always thought that was so unfair. Now, is she my favorite Catwoman? She's not my favorite. She's not my second favorite. She's not my third favorite. She's probably my fifth favorite Catwoman, if I had to. Maybe sixth favorite. Maybe
Well, I'm
sixth
going to need
favorite.
you to start naming them because I'm wondering, like, above or below Halle Berry at that point?
So above Halle Berry.
Okay.
I did not include Halle Berry. But even though that Catwoman suit is a masterful design, I feel like the Halle Berry Catwoman suit did wonders. But the movie was garbage.
Oh, yeah, it was.
But no, I would have Michelle Pfeiffer number 1.
Obviously.
I would have Zoe Kravitz number 2, actually.
We're in agreement so far.
I would go with what we got interpretations for not only Batman in the 1960s, Batman the Animated Series. I'll take Catwoman from the Arkham games.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
It's
Catwoman.
a good Catwoman. I don't know in what order I would put all of those, but that would put Anne Hathaway about 6th on the list. Not a big fan.
You know what? I was very shocked when you came out with that statement, but I agree with your list 100%.
There we go. Okay.
I didn't realize how many Catwomen I would put above Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, no, the character was very I don't know, just didn't really work for me. I hated the reintroduction at the end of Dark Knight Rises where she just pew-pews Bane and that's it. I mean, it's like it's so anticlimactic. The last half hour of Dark Knight Rises just drives me insane every time I watch it. And I'm on board every time. I'm like, okay, we're going to get that final half hour. Maybe this time I'm going to be like supercharged. Yeah. And I just can't get on board with the final half hour of Dark Knight Rises. The death scene of Talia al Ghul is the worst death scene I've ever seen in a final cut of a movie. I mean,
It's bad.
Oh.
I mean, it's awful. Every time you think it's done, she coils up one more time.
There will be people mad because you're speaking ill of Dark Knight Rises,
Gosh,
but
yeah, I know what you're about to do.
you know what? You're speaking the truth.
Well, I thought you were also going to say that I just spent $160 on the.
Oh no, I wasn't going to mention that, but you know, since you're bringing it up, why don't you tell the people what you purchased today?
There's a new Dark Knight trilogy box set, all steel books in a library case with all types of set photos and stuff, and stills and production designs and certificate of authenticity and a newspaper that is set within the universe that looks like it's doctored by the Joker himself. I bought it today for, I think it was I think it ended up being like $150, $160. And I'm a collector of Batman stuff. I own these movies in every form imaginable, but this is going to look really good on the shelf. Like every time I see it, it's going to be like an art piece. Like I'm
Yeah.
going to really enjoy it. Batman Begins is one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's going to bring me joy every time I look at it. And how many things can bring you unlimited amounts of joy every time you look at it for $160? And I made the decision that I was going to go with it. So
Listen,
that's what I went with.
good for you. I'm not ever gonna, tout you on a decision when it comes to shopping.
I think tout may be a good thing if you're
Yeah.
touting.
Oh, highly touted. So yeah, no, okay. So let me change that. Bad decision.
Okay. Well, let's go to this.
What word am I looking for? I'm never going to.
Taunt me?
No,
No? You're never going to.
I'm never gonna shopping is.
Gotcha. You're in Devil Wears Prada mode. I can
I
tell
am.
you're still
I am.
there.
She's not
Sorry.
going to pass judgment
Yeah.
on
Well,
you
yeah.
for your nerdy collection.
No.
I think it's going to be heavy. I think it's going to be really heavy.
It is.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if the library case is also made of steel. Or if
Hopefully.
it is.
That was my impression as well.
I think it looks great.
Yeah, it's gonna look fantastic on the shelf. If I didn't have to buy tires today, I probably would have bought the set as well.
Tyler, I know you're a big fan now. They also, on the same exact day, Warner Brothers has released a similar box set of 4 steel books, the Christopher Reeve Superman run.
I did see that.
It's a 5-movie collection. It's got the Donner cut in there as well.
I had
and-
the new Superman Steelbook pre-order. Just like I had that tab open and missed my shot.
Oh, you didn't get it.
No, I was like, I'll get it in a few days.
Yeah.
And then I checked back and it was sold out. And then they restocked and that sold out too.
I think that this Dark Knight Trilogy box set will sell out as well.
Yeah.
And I just know that it releases in September. And I know that if I don't go ahead and
Should I buy 2?
2 of the Dark Knight
Uh-huh.
box sets,
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, wow.
Like if I buy 2,
so you can resell one
I can flip one.
and then basically break even on it. It's a little bit of a gamble
Yeah,
because you got to find somebody who's going to be like,
I need this.
Yeah, that's true.
I want this, that wasn't willing to buy it pre-purchase. But in September when it comes
Yeah.
out and a lot of content's coming out about it,
Mm,
But I don't know.
know,
I mean, there's
that-
so many different versions of these things.
that's what I was about to say. Yeah, there's too many copies of them out there.
And the art design on this has been pretty polarizing. Some people hate it, and I'm growing more and more fond of it.
Mhm.
It's simple, but it's like clean. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? It's like really clean. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah,
But
it's a nice looking set, and I bet it's gonna. We've talked about this off camera. It's gonna look even better when
So
it's
much better.
here in hand,
Yeah.
rather
Yeah.
than just the Amazon stock photos, because you'll actually be able to see that like embossing and debossing for the designs and the nice sheen
Yeah.
the steelbook will have.
Batman Begins is sort of like in an orangish brown tint, and then The Dark Knight's in more of like a gray blue tint, and then The Dark Knight Rises is more like a silver platinum gray tint, and then
The
the
bonus features is gold.
bonus features is gold, and I mean it looks rich, and I'm excited to have that on the shelf. So enough about that. Our least favorite performance of last year from a female actress, FKA Twigs in The Crow.
Yeah.
She played Shelley, and we were rooting for the bad guys to go ahead.
Yikes.
That's how bad the performance was.
This was awful. I was rooting for old Skarsgård to leave that dumb fling behind.
Yeah, it's bad. From a fling to a filing to end her lawsuit against her ex-boyfriend, Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Twigs sued Shia in 2020 for sexual battery, assault, and emotional distress. But she has now asked the court to dismiss all claims against him with prejudice, permanently ending the case. So,
Okay.
feels like this has been ongoing now for a long time, and she wants an end to it. So, why? Not quite sure. I don't think there's any reconciliation there, but you want to talk about 2 individuals who just probably are better apart,
Yeah.
it would be these 2. So, there you go. From Shia and Twigs to Lilo and Stitch. It's now available to watch on premium video on demand. So if you want to wait for Disney Plus, I applaud you on that if you haven't seen the movie already. But if you want to pay the $20+ or whatever, you can watch it on Amazon Prime and Apple TV. Did you hear that Microsoft has ended all of their digital movie sales? Like, you can't.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like Windows or Xbox. Like, you can't purchase movies and television anymore. It's done.
That's weird.
And that's why I buy physical copies of things, because you just never know when you're buying the digital stuff, like when your rights to it are going to be evaporated.
I think it's a good idea to have like your top 5 favorite movies on DVD.
I agree. At least. And then also on Blu-ray, and then also on 4K, and then also on whatever is next, 8Ks. Let's go to this. Trey Parker and Matt Stone. I don't know if you guys have heard, but they have reached a groundbreaking 5-year deal with Paramount. They are the team behind South Park. This is for the global streaming rights to the animated series. It's valued at $300 million per year.
Oh, Lord. That's a lot of money.
The agreement is going to total a staggering $1.5 billion with a B. That's a lot of money.
Early reports that this deal could have been worth $3 billion.
Yeah.
But I guess they lowballed them.
This is a lot of money, and I don't know. Canceling the Late Show, I guess, is the way that they were able to grab some extra crumbs to throw at these guys. But
that show is also losing $40 million a year.
That show's garbage. Let's just call it what it is. That show is awful. But yeah, no, I'm happy it's gone. All right, we go to this. I'm not even going to pretend otherwise. I loved the Late Show with David Letterman, obviously. And Scott Forster worked on that show as an intern.
Yes, he did.
Which is great. A lot of Scott talk today. But
he got to see Courtney Love.
Oh.
He saw a lot of Courtney Love.
A lot of Courtney Love. I don't love that.
Neither did he.
I would assume not. And then last and maybe least, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. There's been some awful headlines, but this is maybe like one that does nothing for me right now.
Okay.
Tyler, please hold your groans. Okay? Hold your groans. But we've gotten the first poster for James Cameron's Avatar Fire and Ash. The sequel opens up December 19th of this year. It is not on my top 10 most anticipated movies. It is not on Tyler's top 10 most anticipated movies. But it is the big Christmas release this year. Avatar Fire and Ash. This is the third Avatar movie. The trailer for this film will screen exclusively in front of Fantastic Four First Steps. So, when we see this movie later this week, we will see the first trailer for Avatar 3. Are you excited to be seated for the trailer, which is then going to be followed up directly with a car ad? There's the groan I was looking for.
You told me to hold it. I held it. No, I hate Avatar. I have not seen the sequel, Way of Water, because I didn't enjoy the first one.
Yeah.
I will not be going to the third one either.
These things are technical masterclasses of
yes,
what they're
they
able
are.
to pull off.
And they make bank too.
They make big money. I actually had a bet with our good poker buddy Russell over Avatar The Way of Water.
Really?
Yeah. I think the bet was he said it would not cross $200 million at the box office.
Oh.
And now you got to remember this, okay, for a second. The first Avatar was crapped on for 12 years or something. Like after it came out and people were like, oh, that's, I don't want to play with you anymore. And he was convinced it was going to be a box office bomb. But he set the number way too low because I knew even if it was a bomb, it was going to make over $200 million.
Yeah.
So we placed a
wager
on it, and I knew I was golden. I should have given him even more, but it ended up becoming one of the highest grossing movies of all time. Avatar: The Way of Water. So when it comes to this movie, it's almost like guaranteed it's going to make a ton of money. International audiences especially love these Avatar movies. What I'm most upset about with Avatar is that it has robbed us of the greatness of James Cameron for the past 20 years. And James Cameron is one of the best ever. He's one of the best ever. Now, you may say, oh, I don't like Titanic or whatever, but you love Terminator 2.
Yeah. No,
you probably love Aliens.
And I love Aliens. I don't like James Cameron. Let's see. How should I put it? I don't like him when he's in front of the camera. That
Meaning
makes sense.
when he's on the promotional tour?
When he's on the promotional tours and just waxing poetic about how
so
great
good.
he is.
He's so good, though.
He's good at it, and he gets people in seats. So even though I do not like James Cameron's personality nor the Avatar movies, I'll be cheering for this one to make $2 billion.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I do hope they fail, so that way he'll go make something else, because I'm tired of the Avatar movies. Is there ever a time where you're going, I want to go back and watch Avatar?
No.
I haven't even made it through one movie. I don't like it. I remember there was a girl I was staying at her house, and they already kind of freaked me out. And then as a family, they turned on Avatar, and I went to the bathroom and called my mom to come pick me up. So I'm glad I got that off my chest.
Is there anybody that you know in your life that is like an Avatar fanatic?
No.
Where are they? Who are these people?
I get apparently international.
Yeah, it does crazy numbers internationally, but yeah, everybody in my generation or my fans, you have to specify like James Cameron's Avatar or talk about like people being blue.
I understand.
Because, my generation has Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is much more culturally relevant.
Which is another reason why it does get a lot of crap, because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, how dare you even share the same.
Yeah, the meme is like you can have the name, but you'll never have the streets.
Right. But he's got all the money.
He has all the money.
Avatar it was a big gamble with what he wanted to do, trying to work ahead of his time of where the technology was and continuing to push the limits. And will I go see Avatar 3? I will. I went and saw Avatar 1 in the theater, and it was impressive what they did from a technical perspective. Narratively very thin. And the second one I went to go see, and I was checking my watch the whole time, but I went to go see it, and I'll get roped into seeing the third one in the theater one time, because I want to see what James Cameron is doing with the technology and what it could mean for future movie making. Now, AI is going to change movie making forever, especially once studios stop being apologetic about it, and they start leaning into, we're just going to do cool stuff and people are going to eat it up and they're not going to care anymore because everyone's going to be doing it. AI is going to change everything. It already has, but it's like going to on a massive scale. And the viewer, as long as they feel like they're the beneficiary of it, there's not going to be a lot of pushback, I don't think. As long as they feel like they're getting some of the best stuff.
It's only going to be pushback from within the industry and people like us who champion like creative endeavors.
Let me tell you, I'm breaking a little bit. I know I champion the human creative element, but I'm on YouTube and it recommends a 4-minute video or something of a 1970s set Arkham universe.
That's pretty cool.
Based on the games with like AI generated stuff. And man, I was hooked. I was like, this looks awesome. I wish they would create a full feature of this or a whole series. I would watch this in a heartbeat. And pretty soon, every flavor profile is going to be able to be hit, because they're going to be able to mass produce stuff with artificial intelligence. And while it sounds horrible when you just put it out there, when you're consuming it, your brain goes, I like this. I want more of this. I'm going to continue to watch.
Oh no, there's a couple AI like songs I'll occasionally listen to, because some people will be like, all right, let me make this song and then let me have Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob sing it. Just like stupid stuff like that. I think AI, if used correctly, it can be a tool that benefits people. But I don't know. I also just don't like the idea of using AI in art, period.
Well,
Because that feels like just taking the idea of like creating a movie by committee and like trying to check all the boxes of like, all right, we need elements like this so we can hit this market and this market and this market, and you get like a super generic, boring movie like a Jurassic World Rebirth. I just see AI in movies as taking that even further.
studios want to figure out a way to streamline their products directly to consumer.
Mm-hmm.
And that means getting rid of cast and crew. That means getting rid of the theaters themselves. That means getting rid of, they want to be able to get right in your eyeballs as quickly as possible without any middlemen. And when they feel like they have that process streamlined, that is going to happen in the industry that is unfortunately full of itself and is eating itself alive with poor decision making. And everyone is to blame throughout the entire supply chain of entertainment. And once it starts to happen with these major studios, I mean, it's going to be, we're going to be right in there. Pandora's box is going to be opened up wide. So anyway, you should open your mouth wide over at Alabama Dental Associates. They are the team that I would recommend. You walk in there, let them take a look there in the bicuspids of your life, as that's the dental team that I trust. That's Dr. Jeff, Dr. Brian, Dr. Nolan. They have teamed up to be a fantastic trio there at Alabama Dental Associates. They're located on Grants Mill Road. You're going to walk in with a smile. You're going to walk out with a smile. I promise you that. Over at Alabama Dental. Whether you have major work that needs to be done or you just need to get on top of those pesky regular cleanings, they're not going to be pesky anymore. They're going to be something you look forward to. Over at Alabama Dental Associates, they have extended hours, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They have Friday hours. They have Saturday hours. It is great for people needing a flexible dental schedule. Maybe you need to go before work, maybe after work, maybe, who knows, even during your lunch break at work. They'll work with you when it comes to your schedule. Over at Alabama Dental Associates, 205-956-8977, or visit alabamadental.com, where they look forward to seeing you. Tyler, what you got for us?
All right, we got some noise in the chat about the Colbert cancellation.
Okay.
Are you a Colbert hater? I don't consider myself a Colbert hater. I consider myself a late night hater.
I'm not a late night hater.
I know you're not a late night hater.
Right. I love the history of late night television, and the problem is it's almost like a union now where they're all playing the same game, trying to protect one another, and it's just like an echo chamber. And nobody's really out there doing anything original. Like, people get the Jimmys mixed up. They get, like, you know, they're all playing the same game, and nobody's really uniquely trying to do anything different with the format. And that's a problem. But yeah, I do think Colbert is maybe my least favorite late night talk show host of all time.
Oh, wow. I just haven't consumed much Colbert at all. I don't like late night as a whole. I think the format, at least the way it's being done now with all the YouTube clip farming, it just comes across as cringe.
The format required young people to care about it in order for it to exist, because it was on so late.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you know, Leno, like, people's parents would watch Leno when they're going to bed, but, like, young people would stay up for Conan. And then when they tried to reverse all the stuff, it messed it all up. But yeah. The format is a broken one. It's a dated one, and Colbert is simply the vocal arm of one political party in the country. I mean, he just will not have a good discussion about any sort of different point of view. So he's in my opinion, he's just a propagandist is what he is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was the humor or content of the show, whatever, because I just don't consume it. And then we've also got some conversation about James Cameron movies. Jay says, okay, what'd they do before Avatar?
Talking about James Cameron?
Yeah, it's that's Titanic,
yeah,
Aliens, Terminator
Abyss.
2.
Yeah.
What are some other good James Cameron movies?
The Abyss, I would throw in there.
Oh, okay.
For sure. I did watch a James Cameron executive. If anything's ever executive produced by James Cameron, but like he won't direct it, it's typically not very good.
Like, you don't want to throw his name on there.
And he's tried to make, make like the Terminator franchise good again multiple times by coming out and saying, hey guys, I know the Terminator movies have burned you, the past 3 of them have, or whatever. This one's actually really good. And then that one ends up burning people, and it's like, you got to stop with the Terminator franchise. You've killed it. It's dead.
Oh, my bad. Jay's comment was to EG about the family and her Avatar situation.
Oh.
What'd they do before making you watch Avatar?
Oh, they
That's my bad, Jay.
That's a very different.
I just accused him of not knowing Titanic or Terminator 2.
No, you're good. The girl wanted to paint our nails with Sharpies. Thought that was weird. And it was like on their kitchen floor and it was dirty. And then for dinner, the mom brought out a bunch of like TGI Fridays frozen food. And something about it.
Oh, loaded potato skins.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't a great experience. And then they turned on Avatar and I went to the bathroom and called my mom. And they came and got me.
If EG does not want to watch a movie, she will not watch that movie.
No.
And that's why I'm wondering, like, are you in for Fantastic Four First Steps? Are you watching Fantastic Four First Steps?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're going to get an Avatar preview before that, so buckle up.
I mean, I'm there for the popcorn.
Got it. Let's talk snacks at the movie theater. It's a perfect segue. We'll get to the chat again here in just a few moments.
Oh, no, I was just stretching. My bad.
Oh.
I'm sorry. We need to come up with a new signal.
That's literally our chat signal. Like it could not have been more of a dead ringer for our chat signal. This is you stretching? Oh, you were not. This was not happening. It was this right here.
Doing this.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my back.
Anyways.
I would demote you, but you're way too valuable around here, so I'm not going to do that. Plus, I don't have the power to. All right, here's what I am going to do. I'm going to get into a meltdown countdown.
Let's do it.
And that is going into the 5 movie theater snacks that you would recommend, minus Snickers, because we know you are a Snicker fiend.
Yeah.
You're not you when you're hungry.
No.
You know that, and you always go to Snickers. But I want to know what other 5 snacks you go with. I'm not including popcorn here. This is like candy.
Yeah. No,
Okay, I'm just making sure. You can't make popcorn the top 3 spots.
No. Mm-mm.
All right, where are we going with number 5?
It's a controversial name on how you say it. I'm going to say it how I always say it. Reese's Pieces.
That's actually the least. I feel like that's the least EG-ified way you've ever said anything.
Really?
I feel like Reese's Pieces.
Reese's
Pieces. What did you say?
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces?
Yeah.
I feel like if someone was to ask, like, when you get the combo,
Yeah. Reese's Pieces.
they always go, what candy are you getting? They have to log it in, so I
Yeah.
guess they can keep up with the supply. And I would be too scared to say Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces. I wouldn't be able to do it. And I would just say Milk Duds.
Hold that thought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I always went with Bunch of Crunch.
Hold that thought, people.
Oh,
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, y'all can't ever accuse me of spoiling things. Number 4.
We're just all getting along today.
I know.
Ever since those Pocket Threes, it's changed Frenemy Summer to Enemy Summer.
What?
Let's move on to number 4.
No.
Any summy.
Because if it had been the different roles, we still would have been besties. Because I'm hardened to that. You're not.
Number
Ush said I
4.
said it wrong. Ush, no, I didn't. Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces, which was popularized by the movie
E.T.
Thank you.
Oh.
Elliot.
That could show-
Pieces.
That's the best movie impression I've ever heard Tyler do.
Really?
That was really, really good.
Okay.
Golf clap.
It made my finger glow. Which sounds awful out of context, but if you've seen the
Yeah, I
movie,
didn't really like that.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, Reese's Pieces, they're delish. I like the little crunch, but with like kind of the peanut butter in the middle, smooth. It's nice.
Number 4.
Mike and Ike's.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's a bad choice.
That's like, if I get that on
It's my
Halloween.
list.
I know, and it's fine, but you have bad taste. If I,
A pink Mike and Ike.
This is how a meltdown countdown works. You give your top 5, your favorites. You think long and hard about it, and then everybody craps on it.
Mike and Ike's is something that, like, I would expect if I walked into a nursing home, they would have up at the front that they'd be trying to give away and no one would be
Better
taking
than
them.
Good and Plenty.
Mike
Why is that the other option?
Because
Yeah.
they're very similar.
It's better than circus peanuts. Well, I mean, yeah, technically, I guess. But, like, if I get Mike and Ike's in a Halloween bag, I'm throwing that thing out. I don't want them.
Well, then give them to me, freak.
Okay.
Oh, look, Ush. Best choice. Love, in all caps, Mike and Ike's.
Okay. Ush, get out of our private
number
text
1.
lines. We're trying to perform here.
Okay.
Let's move on to number
If you
3.
want to comment on the list, put it in the chat, Ush, so we can boost our engagement.
Thank you, Tyler.
No,
Always
Ush,
thinking
keep
first.
texting me. Number 3, I think we can all agree on this. This shouldn't be controversial. Sour Patch Kid, watermelon.
why
no,
the watermelon?
I like the watermelon ones. Those are good.
The watermelon's not nearly as good as just the regular Sour Patch Kids.
Ooh,
I
disagree with you.
hard
Tim.
disagree. Sour Patch Kid, they have changed their formula or their recipe or something. They have dropped off in recent years, and the watermelons have stayed consistent. And I'm a sour candy lover.
The Sour Patch Kids, I feel like the texture's different.
They
And
vary.
it's like harder almost, and it's like rough. I don't like it. I like the watermelon.
Out of the 3 you've named so far,
Yeah.
which pairs the best with a large buttery popcorn?
Either Sour Patch Kids or the Reese Pieces.
Good choice because Mike and Ike suck. But my question as well
It's like more
is,
nostalgia.
I have not seen how much butter you put on a popcorn. Is it a light butter?
No, I don't do a lot of it. I hate artificial butter.
Okay, so it's like no butter.
No, like I might
You
do
eat
a
it-
quick little like zhuzh, but like I don't need it to have a nice popcorn.
So at our theater that we go to, our theater of choice, they have trays on the
Yeah.
seats. Now, I haven't had the heart to tell you this because I didn't want to cause a fight. But occasionally you will be eating the popcorn and then you will take the popcorn and put it on the tray, but it's on the very edge back of the
Yeah.
tray and it blocks the view of my screen.
Well, just move it.
I didn't want to do that because we cannot
You're like 16
no, stop.
feet tall. How are you?
Not when I'm sitting, and we can't communicate like in a movie because it's so loud in there. So I don't want to like grab your popcorn and move it, and you'd be like, "What the?" And I can't explain for 2 hours, and the only thing you're thinking about is probably like, "Hands off my popcorn, bud."
I'm still confused how the angle of my popcorn affects your vision.
So I sit on the aisle seat,
Yeah.
okay, and when I look over to the screen, I'm looking to the left, and your popcorn bucket is here, and I'm trying to look over your popcorn bucket to see. Because you're very active with your popcorn bucket during a movie.
I am. I don't know these things.
You grab and then you place. And I get comfortable with the whole, like, it's out of view, and then you put it back in the view. And I'm just saying, if you could.
Tomorrow. I mean, what is today? Wednesday? Thursday?
Today's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay.
It's been a long week. It's Tuesday. I will move my popcorn bucket. No big deal.
I'm just saying, please keep it on your edge of your little desk. That's all I'm saying.
Sometimes I have to reposition like my wings if I'm at the Prime Theater
Wings?
because
What
it'll
the hell
like
are your wings?
or not. Well, sometimes wings. I'll go boneless and use a fork. Come on.
Actual wings?
Yeah, they serve
Yes.
food there.
I thought you were talking about like a extension to like the seat you're in.
Not the wings of the seat.
Yeah. I thought
No.
you were having to.
No, my meal.
Hey.
The tray. I don't know. Sit it on
Wings
top.
in a movie theater, Tyler? That sounds not good.
Well, I don't go traditional wings. That would just be messy and just.
He's not eating at a strip club buffet. It is a
They're
movie
probably
theater where
better
they.
There's a tray sitting in front of me. I eat the wing with a fork. I dip it in the ranch, eat it while with my face over the tray.
I just want to point something out here because I feel like we're on something now. I didn't realize this Meltdown Countdown would actually matter, but here we
I
are.
didn't either.
The food at the movie theater is not bad. It's just overpriced. There's a difference. Like, you're not eating Streetwater sour cream. I mean, the quality of it is pretty decent because they have to justify
The price.
the fact that everything's marked up 4X, like.
Yeah, like the burgers aren't bad at all. It's better than a lot of burger restaurants that consider themselves upscale.
The chicken tendies, not
bad
real-
at all.
Not too
Flatbread
against them.
pizza, delish.
Flatbread pizza is really good. Now, I like the flatbread pizza more than I like the traditional pizza at the movie theater.
Well,
agree.
listen, that is just new to me. I'm a traditionalist when it comes to movie theater food.
So, what would be the second most popular snack on your list?
Milk duds.
Are we on number 2? We are
Yeah.
on number 2. Milk
Yeah,
duds.
Milk duds.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of milk duds.
So when I said I would just order the milk duds because it's easy to pronounce, I find them to be
Kind of-
exhausting to eat.
They
sorta.
are, and they can kind of, if you have any filling.
Yeah.
I
Alabama
love
Dental.
caramel, though. I know. I like milk duds. I think they pair well, salty and sweet. They're a classic.
So I think I know what number 1 is based on the fact that you got so animated a couple
Yeah.
minutes ago, but I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to say that I'm surprised on your list, right?
Yeah.
No mention of like Raisinets, which I think
hate
is a
raisins. Ugh.
okay. Well, chocolate covered raisins are really good at the movie theater, and I'm just going to point that out. So whatever. I'm glad that when we go to the candy section, we will not be fighting over the last box of Raisinets.
No,
so
you
that makes
have
me
'em.
happy.
Your raisin brand too.
Okay.
Does Korean barbecue cauliflower make the list?
No.
No? I had that at the movies too.
These are candies, so if that had made the list, that would have been bad.
Burning.
Twix, right?
Yeah.
Little individually wrapped Twix. They're good.
I don't ever reach for them at the movies.
You're not a Twix person?
Never. No.
Wow. Twix is so good. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to number one. I know what it is. What is
Bunch of
it?
Crunch. Very nostalgic. I don't ever have them often, but like they take me back.
This is the only one on your list that I would actually purchase. Like,
What
enjoy.
would your 5 be?
Bunch of Crunch, chocolate covered raisins, Twix, Kit Kats.
Yeah.
I like Kit Kats, and Sour Patch Kids or some sort of like sour candy. Yeah.
How are peanut M&Ms not mentioned at all?
I love
in either
peanut.
of your
I
lists?
love peanut M&Ms, but I equate them to traveling. Weirdly enough.
Oh, it is a good road trip food.
Yeah, I equate them to the Dominican Republic because that's the only thing I ate because I didn't want to get sick. And my mom did the same thing when she goes like internationally. She's like, just eat peanut M&Ms and Coke and you'll be fine.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird.
I understand.
Relationship.
I understand.
I like putting M&Ms in the popcorn.
Oh.
You know, I've been eyeing that Jaws popcorn bucket at the movie theater, but I'm scared of how much it's going to cost if I go up and try to purchase it. Because I have a feeling it's going to be like $40.
I think it's
Not
40.
doing that.
No, I wouldn't. It'll go on sale.
I'll pretend that I bought it, and instead of putting my money towards that, I put my money towards these Dark Knight Steelbooks,
Yeah,
which
do that.
will end up looking awesome when they
Yeah.
arrive. And when they arrive, I'll be so happy because I'm paying it off now.
Duh.
Or technically already paid it off, and then I'll just get it in September, and I'll be happy. I'll be thrilled. I'll be like,
Exactly.
this is like awesome.
Yeah.
So I'll
Don't
be
worry about
excited
the
that.
popcorn bucket.
Yeah, probably a good idea there. All right, those are EG's favorite snacks in the movie theaters. What are some of your favorite snacks? Let us know there in the comment section or in the live chat. We are hearing from Ush. He's very passionate about the subject. I didn't realize that this was like,
Thank you, Ush.
I didn't realize this was such a passion play from Ush there, who attends one movie every, 8 months? But
And let us know in the comments if you like the regular movie theater food and not just concessions. If you like also having dinner.
If
at the
we
movies.
took a poll of like a Family Feud style, I would love to know the percentage of people that have actually tried food from the movie theater.
Oh, it'd be low. It'd be very
So
low.
low.
Most people don't even really know,
No.
and most people that do know would assume that it's bad. But
getting food at the movie theater is great when you go alone.
it's fantastic when you go alone.
You bring people with you.
Like
That
$200.
4X becomes 8X, and that
Yeah.
8X becomes 16X, and that 16X depends on how many people are with you, but it can get crazy. So
Oh no, I'd always recommend just like going to a restaurant near the theater and then going to see the
Yeah,
movie
put in your
because
purse.
you're no
Oh, well,
just,
that's what I do.
just eat and then go.
EG.
Don't be if you bring like a burrito into a movie theater, you're the worst person in that movie theater.
What about
It's-
you with your wings?
No, it's fine. They sell those.
Eh,
I'm saying if you walk in with some chicky, how
Yeah.
about that? That has a very distinct smell. And as soon as you walk in with the chicky, I'm gonna be like, well, I made a mistake getting
That's true.
this burger that I
That's
actually
true.
really like because I smell the chicky and it's filled my nostrils.
and now I want chicky.
Yeah, exactly. Or like if you walked in with like a mushroom and Swiss burger
Ew.
from
Oh.
Culver's. Ooh,
Yum.
that's good stuff.
I don't want to be a woman. However, if there's one perk to being a woman in a movie theater setting, it's that y'all have those purses.
Yeah.
And y'all can make some magic happen. It's like Mary Poppins has come to town and she's
Yeah.
got a bunch of umbrellas with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I saw you with a fully branded fast food drink.
Yeah.
Are you proud of this action, or you feel
Yeah.
like a felon on the run?
No, because I don't like the freestyle machines at the movie
Fair.
theater.
Fair.
And I don't want to pay $8 for a Coke that I'm not going to like.
Fair?
And so what I do with that is I just take it. If this is a large bev, I'll walk in. I put it right here, put a sweatshirt on top,
Oh my gosh.
and no one can see it.
Oh my gosh.
And then I unveil it.
This is why you're an agent of chaos. This is exactly why.
Yes.
But I hope that you sleep well at night.
I do.
With all
I
of
sleep
your
so
She
well.
tricks.
used to be the perfect AMC customer.
I used to
Now
be.
she's one of these heathens
I
that
know.
brings in outside food and drink.
Just
she used to
drink.
not even
Go.
actually patronize
I
the
know.
business. She'd
I
walk
know.
in, grab popcorn, and
And head
leave.
out.
Honestly, 1,000% you could just stand behind me and no one would even know you're in the theater. Like,
That's
you wouldn't
true.
even
I
need
could
to.
just sneak in.
You could literally just stand behind me, and that would block you
conceal me.
completely.
Yeah.
I did have Tyler. I don't know if I told you this, but I had a man that from the back where he was making your enchiladas or whatever. He ended up running out. He had gloves on. He's like, "Hey, man, I gotta say something to you."
Did you get nervous?
I was like, what's happening? Like, what's happening? I got to talk to you. And I was like, okay, big Meltdown fan, I see. And he's like, which one of us is taller? And I'm like, oh, gosh, you're one of those people. It's like, what are we? We don't have to fight to the death, dude. You win, whatever, even though I was taller than him. But I wasn't about to have man with enchilada knife in his hand, like tell him I was vastly superior to him as a organism,
Yeah.
That'd be awkward. But this conversation reminds me. It's unrelated. We were talking movie theater food, and you're talking enchiladas. AMC has just added chicken stuffed nachos to its menu. Now, e.g., this is a corn tortilla pocket filled with chicken and nacho cheese, and also served with a cup of nacho cheese.
Because that's what I want to smell.
Would you be interested in this?
No.
E.g., who proudly promotes
Gas station tacos.
gas station food,
Yes.
turns her nose up.
At fake nacho cheese. Ugh.
What kind of cheese do you think they're using at the gas station?
No, it's authentic. They don't even use cheese dip. It's an American thing. What?
We live in two different worlds, my friend.
Yeah.
The one where Pocket Threes hits on the turn for you, and I just
Good life,
can't. I
Tim.
cannot believe that
Good
worked
life.
out in your favor, and how excited everybody was about it. That's going to do it for us here today. We're going to leave so that way tomorrow we still want to be in the same room together and
Good
do
idea.
a show.
Good idea.
So that's what we're going to do. Hey, we are a little tease for you if you're a Meltdonian who loves what we got going on here. We're bringing back a mystery box. We're going to do that on Thursday, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that.
Yay.
Should be a good physical media haul. Tyler's getting in the game. He's becoming an investor.
I'm gonna feel the box. I'm gonna put my ear up to it and see if
Yeah.
I can hear the
Smart.
best movies in there.
Yeah, this one's going to be a little different because it's Tyler's box, so he has full rights to be able to open it himself.
Wow.
Now, that's going to test our formula here,
It is.
but I think it could work out great. Y'all are going to have to work through your transitions of the handoff.
It's going to be a little difficult.
It's going to be a little bit difficult,
Maybe-
but could be fun.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, we'll make it happen.
Maybe EG needs to sit in my spot and run the show, and then
Oh.
I'll
could
sit
do
over
that.
there and open the box.
I
Oh,
was a producer back in my day.
okay. Well, we may just make that happen.
So Thursday mystery box and potential new figure sitting right here. I'm gonna be on the hunt.
Gosh.
If I can find something for a good deal, then Donkey might be getting rehomed.
Okay.
All right. Well, we hate to see that for Donkey. But
Donkey.
we love to see it for the studio here. That's going to do it for us. We appreciate MyBookie, our title sponsor. Go visit mybookie.ag where you can bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. They're at mybookie.ag. Use promo code NEXTROUND for that first time deposit bonus there at mybookie.ag. Have a lovely rest of your Tuesday, and we appreciate you being a loyal subscriber here to The Meltdown.